Designing a political system for the country. A political system is defined as a political organization, laws that are essential to the society, rules, regulations, and what is to be observed as put forward by a country that controls powers exercised by the state and government, and which also controls the interaction between the society and the state. It entails a balance of interests which are challenging, potential, and determination of a particular group of people in the society. A particular political system defines the responsibility to command laws, standards, and historical allotment of civil rights and duties, which is decided by conflicts in a bid to bring about power balance. One state has the ability to establish more than one political system. The political system that I would design for my state is the one that upholds the rule of democracy. This is the type of system which allows the rule of the majority. This political system should be characterized by non-authoritative functions and laws that are in a position to change for the benefit of society. It should be one where the status quo allows members to contend for higher status in the society which comprises the group of elites. The political system should uphold democracy and equality in all its operations and service delivery to the citizens and election process. It should also be able to give the people liberty to oppose any political system and battle for supremacy. The citizens should be able to exercise their rights in deciding the leadership and the laws which govern them. The economic perspective gives the citizens the right to own property and operate a business or own a company as per the stipulated laws of the land without any favors or discrimination. This kind of liberty should be the one that cuts across the state. The political system should limit the number of times one is elected to be in office to 2 terms of 5 years each. The political culture of my state should be based on common values which uphold the rule of democracy. These values include the virtue of being equal, liberal, individuality, nationality, optimism, fairness, idealism, and upholding the rule of law, which should be enjoyed and shared by all the citizens. The government is answerable to the citizens and their wishes are respected in exercising the powers given to the government and placed through the Constitution. All the citizens, whether the senior members of the government or the ordinary citizens, are all subordinates of the existing laws. This ensures that everyone is accountable for their actions as per the office one occupies. The citizens are participants in making the system a success. This system is so valuable in empowering the people to decide the composition of leadership in place and the kind of laws that should be in place through amendments of those existing to have them as per their wishes. The citizens' ideology should be factored in as the absolute truth on how the system should be and how it should be governed. The type of political party system that should be in place is a 2-party system with considerations of third parties' importance. Through the 2 parties, candidates to contest for the top seat are voted in by the citizens starting at the primary level until the final level where the only 2 contestants of each party battle it out for supremacy. The people are not restricted in voting or becoming a member of one of the parties but can be a member of one party and come voting day, shift to the other party depending on the ideologies and the popularity of the party. The electoral system is the one that upholds majority rule and plurality. This is where the contestants have to get slightly higher votes than the opponent. The parties in place should be 2 which consist of the Democratic and the Republican parties just like the ones in the U.S. government. The parties consist of the liberalists and the conservatives who decide how to vote and which party they should be its members. The legislature is composed of members who represent their constituencies after winning the elections at the constituency level. Members of the legislature are elected through the parties they are contesting. Once elected, they directly serve the interests of their constituents by supporting the policies of any party at the national level. The opinions of people are expressed through their legislature and other interest groups such as civil rights. The political structure of the state shall be the presidential system. The president shall be the head of both the government and the state. The elected president is the party leader of the party which has elected him. The president and the legislature are directly elected by the people using the simple majority rule and plurality. The powers of the government are vested in 3 centers, namely the executive, judiciary, and the legislature. The powers of the executive differ from those of the legislature and the judiciary. All the arms of the government are independent of the other, hence each checks the operations of the other. The legislature is made up of the Congress, whose task is making laws of the state. The judiciary operates through the federal courts, which are in charge of evaluating and implementing the laws made and passed by the legislature on an individual basis. The President shall be the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, sign treaties, appoint ministers, ambassadors, judges, and other public office officials. The President's powers are mostly subject to the will of the legislature. This makes the President not to be exclusively powerful in their decisions and execution of powers. The legislature shall be unicameral, such as that of Germany, Italy, and Australia. This is a result of a strong democratic political system of government, hence having other chambers of the legislature will be a duplication of duties. The unicameral legislature shall be in charge of debating and passing bills to be assented to by the President. The legislature debates bills as per the demands of the people and lobby groups. The political structure shall be of the federal government. This is a form of government where sovereignty is shared between the central government and the provinces which make up the federation. The powers of the provinces and their functions are not unilaterally subject to changes by the central government. This system is very important as power is taken closer to the people through the provinces and to the constituencies. An example of the federal government is that of the United States, which shares its powers between the central government and the constituent member states of the U.S.